All right, my watch list for Monday. General Motors is on the list. GM. If this, you had the gap up a couple days ago and two big sell-off days. If we do get down to 29, I'm going to be looking for an intraday bounce. Remember, I'm a day trader, guys, so these are not swing trades, but these are areas that I have alerts set for intraday possible day trades. Hope that makes sense. SHLD. Man, I was talking about shorting this a few days ago when it was getting up to this resistance, and actually it did kind of gap up that morning's help, but then look at how hot it's been ever since. I do have new resistance up here slightly over 42 bucks, and it's getting way ahead of itself. So and as far as I know, Sears Holdings does not have great fundamentals, so this is especially if there's any market weakness and this gets up over 42, I'm going to be looking for an intraday reversal short play. Let me try that again. GTLS. Nice little flag going here after this bounce off the bottom, and it's really going sideways. So I have this on long watch. If I switch to 60-minute candles, you can kind of see a pretty handsome cup and handle here. Not that hard to see, right? And so up over this area, up over recent highs, could get a nice upside break in GTLS. I'll give you some numbers real quick. Recent highs, 48.57, but the last couple days, 48, let's see. Well, 48.57 looks like it was Thursday's high. Friday's high was 48.19. So, I don't know. If you get up any kind of volume surge up in the 48.30s, I think we could start a breakout. So that is absolutely worth having on a chart. Lennar, another day that I'm watching the home builders. Lennar, LEN hit some highs back here in February. 44.38, somewhere around there. And as you can see, from 38 bucks, we've pretty much been straight up. That's an area that I'm going to look for, again, an intraday reversal, possible short up over the 44.30 area with a proper intraday setup. So that's a possible short. And that's just a stock that's gotten ahead of itself. Kind of the same deal here. DGX, straight up from a little bit over 56, up into recent highs, which were around 64.40, 64.38 to be exact. And it's come straight up to get there, so I'll be looking for a possible short up in that area. And if you go to the weekly, you can see when you get up over 64 bucks, this thing has been resistance up in that area for quite a while. I'm showing you back to, going all the way back to in 2008. So this has come a long way to get here in a hurry. So I like this for a potential short over 64 bucks. Again, we'll be watching it in the chat room for a possible setup to the downside if we get there. So that's DGX. DRI, another similar pattern up around 52. I'll be looking for a possible short setup on an intraday basis. That's DRI, and you can see the resistance line there. YHOO could be interesting up around 44. It's come a long way to get there in a hurry, and that was the highs back on September 15th. I wouldn't just short this if it runs into 44, but I will. If you get through 44, I might be looking for an intraday reversal where you get kind of a little fake out and back down through it. Possible short there. ESI, really crazy move here from below 5 to over 14 in just a few days. And now we're starting, we're coming back down as is expected near the 8-day moving average. Kind of have a little doji candle here, and the days are getting more narrow in range. So this is a potential long now, in my opinion, after this move, and then a 4-day pullback and a narrow range. I'll be watching that for a possible long setup on an intraday basis. And that is my entire list that I'm going into Monday. And we'll find other stuff as the trading day unfolds as well. But that's what I'm starting with. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're a fanatic like me, enjoy Walking Dead and the World Series. I got a lot of stuff I got to get ready to go do. I'll be flipping channels tonight. All right. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.